Vaccine crisis managed terribly by EU, says Charles-Henri Gallois. Sign up to receive our rundown of the days direct to your inbox. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. In an online blog post, the Belgian MEP said Britain had gained an upper hand in the race to roll out COVID jabs because of its superior contract with AstraZeneca. The Anglo-Swedish drugs giant has been at the center of the row over the bloc's vaccination program after bosses slashed the number of life-saving doses it would send to member states. But Mr. Verhofstadt insisted this had been allowed to happen because of the European Commission's procurement contracts. He said blundering bureaucrats had essentially paid for British doses of the Oxford-produced coronavirus jab after handing over more than €330 million to its. Mr. Verhofstadt, a supporter of the United States of Europe, wrote, "Remember that the EU has paid €336 million upfront to support production, before the products existed and had been authorized." The UK, however, only pays on invoice 30 days after delivery. So in effect, the EU has helped pre-fund the production of vaccines that the UK only has to pay for. Mr. Verhofstadt also claimed the EU's joint scheme had suffered delays because bureaucrats had failed to agree a precise delivery schedule with AstraZeneca. "The devil is in the detail," he said. He added, "Differing outcomes in supply and delivery have of course become the main. The EU contract is based on an estimated time schedule, full stop. Trending in the British contract, by contrast, there is a precisely described procedure to guarantee a timely delivery of doses. This procedure is based on a preliminary calendar, with 5 delivery dates and volumes. AstraZeneca is obliged to notify to the UK authorities ultimately 30 days in advance the details of each of these deliveries. Once notified, AstraZeneca can no longer escape these precise commitments without permission of the UK authority. Only a minor variance of dates, up to 5 business days, compared to the delivery schedule is possible due to the unpredictable nature of the manufacturing of the products, the so-called grey. All this is not foreseen in the EU agreement. Mr. Verhofstadt has become one of the EU vaccine scheme's most fierce critics. Just last week, the Belgian accused Commission President Ursula von der Leyen of presiding over a diplomatic disaster that ruined relations between the EU and UK. He said the top bureaucrat's decision to threaten to impose a hard border on Ireland was a result of her vaccine fiasco. The use of the Article 16 of the Northern Ireland Protocol has been a diplomatic disaster that destroyed in a few seconds the seriousness of the negotiations with the UK conducted by Michel Barnier for more than 3 years, said the former EU Parliament Brexit negotiator. Julia Hartley-Brewer calls on China to pay for international vaccines. He added, "A fiasco. I called it an affair." After 2 months, the rollout of vaccines is dramatically low in Europe. On average, no more than 4% of European citizens received a first dose. The introduction of new export authorization for COVID vaccines adds only unnecessary burdens and by doing so prolongs and doesn't speed up vaccination. The European Union's vaccine scheme has rolled out just 24.68 million doses of COVID jabs, at a rate of 5.4 per 0 people. In contrast, Britain, which has a population 7 times smaller, has dished out 17 million doses, with a quarter of adults receiving a